right up on you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just, bye.
That bitch is funny.
No, so I grew up around here. Some of you might know me, some of you might not, but that's okay. I had kind of a depressing childhood. It was sort of a fucked up childhood, if you will. I was a latchkey kid. Grew up in Little Bunch of Castleberry. Came home every night. Fucking quiet here all of a sudden. Came home after school and I had to stay outside because I wasn't allowed to go inside after school. So we would find, my mother at the time was a smoker, so I would find her cigarettes and would light them in the head and try to, smoke the cigarettes. And if that wouldn't work, we would take the cigarettes inside and gouge out whatever tobacco was left, and we would fill them full of just random, just basil and, anything that was cinnamon and shit we could find to try to get high. And that never really worked. Really all we ever did was just kind of walked out and just felt kind of nasty inside. So after that, we would go to my mother's bathroom and we would take all of our tampons. Because that shit was kind of funny because it had this string on the end. And we were like, I don't know what this does. And it was almost like a cork gun. And they would get thrown across the house, but they never really flew very far. So my dad would come home from work and there's all these little white tampons all over the roof. And he'd be like, hey! What the fuck did all these tampons get on the roof? I don't know. It just, they were like little cork guns for fun. So my dad after that kind of thought it was funny to screw with me when it came to the time when I started my period. I felt that I was an early bloomer. However, coming now to look at it, I was a late bloomer. And right about 6th grade, could have been 7th, it probably was 8th, because I don't remember anything. I started my period and I came home from school, and my dad was home. My mother was at work at the time. She worked 8 to 5. And I came home and I was like, Dad, I started my period. He was like, he has 2 older girls. I have 2 older sisters. Never, hi, how are you? Can I just have note that she sits near the largest wine glass in the entire place? So anyway, so I start my period and I go home and I tell my dad, I said, Dad, look, I just started my period. And you'd think that I just dropped this bombshell on him. He has no idea. He's like, holy shit, really? So my mom's not home, so we go immediately up to Eckerd Drugs at the time. And he's like, come on! So we're walking down the aisle and he grabs the first blue box of pads that he sees and he shoves it at me. We go home and he's, we're checking out. We get home and I'm walking in the house and he goes, now don't forget, the sticky sidewalk.